I'm having a moment and I guess I'm just venting or whatever, but do people go to school or is there a class or something that people learn how to do fuck shit? Like, I mean, like, and I mean this seriously because, and at this time, I'm specifically speaking about workspaces and in particular my job. Like, do people go, is there a special class that people take and go to be completely horrible fucking people to other people? Like, is it something that's set aside and they all get together and like, okay, this is how you do this. This is how you fuck with people. This is how you get them to um do whatever this is that you want them to do, so that it's not your fault that they quit the job, because especially specifically because that's what we want them to do. We want them to quit, but we don't want it to look like it's us that's fucking with them to make them quit. So this is what, like, is there a class for that? Like, do they take classes? Is there something that, is that something that's like secretly passed down to specific managers and supervisors and bosses? Do they just like get together and say, hey, that looks like a person that we can take under our wing and we can teach them how to fuck over people that they work with? Or is it just like, something that is just innately learned from people once they get a certain position? I'm really trying to figure that out and understand, because there have been very few managers, supervisors, people who have been in positions above me that were actually genuinely good-hearted people that just came to work and wanted everybody to succeed and wanted everything to be cool and have a really good and healthy work environment. And the funny thing is, it's the most chaotic place that I have ever worked in before in my life, and that's a bridal store. For that to be the most chaotic place that I've ever functioned in, but the best level of understanding of what it is to work together. It is, now, don't get me wrong, of course, every team, every place has its, hiccup or issue, but it wasn't like a toxic work environment. The worst thing that happened, in my opinion, working for the bridal shop that I worked for, was dealing with the mothers that were, it was mother-zillas and not necessarily bridezillas. But other than that, like, that was like the most chaotic work environment, but yet and still there was no silliness. Everybody wanted everybody to succeed, everybody wanted everybody to win, and that place worked on commission. But it wasn't like it was ridiculously cutthroat in there. And that's the funny thing about it. And where I work now is an office environment, and like I've never seen this level of demonic, toxic craziness as I have in this environment that I work in now. And it is just, um it's an amazing thing to me. It is very, um like, I am just amazed and taken aback at how people just allow these things. And it's Like, how are you okay being such a horrible fucking person? And like people, like these people that I work with, they, when I say they kiki and smile in your face and do the most sinister shit, underhanded shit, not even behind your back, because I mean, stealing commissions in front of my face, like I'm not fucking looking at it, like I don't see it. But it's like, what am I supposed to do when the thing that I'm supposed to be able to do in order to keep my commission, I haven't been taught. I haven't been trained on, but yet and still I'm on this performance improvement plan that still hasn't been enacted, but yet and still I'm being told that I've been trained on something that I haven't had the first training on since I got this motherfucking pip. And that was probably back in January, maybe even December. I can't remember, but not one thing on there has been addressed the entire time that I'm supposedly have been on this. But yet and still, every when I tell y'all I dread going to this fucking office. I dread it because I am not able to be myself. I have to put on this. And when I say, yes, we all pray every day and put on the armor of God and, go out into, go out into the elements, into the environment. When I say I have to put on armor, I'm not even myself. I don't feel like I'm myself. I am the very most basic shell of myself because I feel like I have to protect myself at every turn because I don't know what these silly bitches is going to do next in this office to do some kind of something to trigger me or piss me off. And the more they do things, the more pissed off I get and the more quiet I get because the thing is what is the point? I can't go to my supervisor. I can't go to the boss that's above us because it still doesn't make any sense to him. He's protecting his own ass, which understood. But and then I definitely can't go to the big boss. So, and me talking to the vice president does little to nothing when it all trickles right back down to me being retaliated against on some kind of level. um but I just thought that was just very, like, where do you get this sinister shit from? Like, this, I am not sitting around thinking up shit to do to other people. Like, I have no desire to sit around and think up things to do to deter other people or to keep them from being successful. I have no desire to do that. I am very much busy doing this and trying to be encouraging to other people to, not be in the situation that I am in as far as my 9 to 5, but also still being very much empowered in your spirit and knowing exactly who you are and taking these things on. It's a double-edged sword, but also it is life. This is life. I never want anybody to think that for at any given time or any reason that I am bullshitting my life or my lifestyle at all, ever. I take my joy where I can get it. I do the things that I am able to do, that I am capable of doing, that are going to put some kind of incentive towards the purpose that I have and the things that I want to do and accomplish. But it's never faking no funk over here because life is life, which is also why I do not separate content. when I'm posting something about um, what's going on in my life, or when I am posting content for readings and spiritual guidance, when I am posting something funny, when I am reposting somebody else's post, that is life. And me trying to separate that for what? We are whole people. I am a whole person. You get my entirety, not just the things that I think are political or the things that I think are funny or some of the things that, I think are going to be helpful. You get me as a total person. That is how I show up in every place and space that I am in. So when I am going through whatever it is that I am going through, or celebrating whatever it is that I am celebrating, that is me being a whole person in front of everyone. This is, I don't understand. I am having a hard time understanding how people can be so crazy when this entire world is very much set up for us to enjoy it. What is your problem with somebody else enjoying the life and the world that they create around them? What the fuck does that have to do with you? If you don't like what's going on in your life, it is your choice to fix it. That's really all I have. I just needed to I guess I just needed to get that out and say that um do you to 10. If other people don't like it, that is so their problem and not yours. Um don't be a horrible fucking person. Whatever has gone on in your life is not someone else's, specifically and especially the person that you met well after whatever the experience is. That's not their problem. It's not their issue. It's not their fault. And you taking your life out on somebody else because of whatever your circumstances are or whatever your choices were is bullshit. And whatever karma you get from putting that negativity out there, just take it. Don't try to put it off on somebody else or it was somebody else. No, no, it was not anybody else's fault. You sowed them seeds. Take that shit like you were giving it. Learn your lesson, move forward. That's it. That's all. That's all we can do. That's what we're supposed to do. Leave other people alone. Focus on you. 2026, focus on you. Blessings and light.